Hello YouTube family. Today's video is going to be about Blueprint in Zoho CRM. Zoho CRM Blueprint is simply an online replica of a business process. It captures every detail of your entire offline process within the software. So in order to create the blueprint under Zoho CRM, you have to click on the top right corner. You get a button of setting. Click on that. Here under process management, you will get the option of blueprint. Click on that. Now you will get a button with a plus icon. States that create blueprint. Click on that. So here you have to enter some basic infos. Specify the module name, layout, and from here you can choose the field. Suppose I want to create the blueprint for the lead status. So I will write it here. And here you can specify the blueprint name according to yourself, and under that you get an option to specify the criteria on which you want to like run the blueprint. If you have any criteria according to the fields in your mind, you can add this. Otherwise you can leave this as well. It is not mandatory to add a criteria. Then click on next. Here the blueprint editor will be open, and here you can define the process flow from the starting or the default states through the exit states. So here you can see the module layout and the field which you have selected and the criteria which you have specified. Also the field which you have selected, their stages are here. So you have to simply drag and drop it in the editor. So here I have added the stages according to my preference. You can add this way. Now in order to connect these leads, you only have to you can see here the blue circle. You only have to click here and you have to attach it here. Same way for other stages, you can do this way. So here we have attached the stages according to the preferences. Now and while creating a blueprint, you have to keep some notes in mind before you create this. Under advanced configuration, you can create a continuous blueprint. A continuous blueprint is one that occurs without a pause idle for the sales call scripting. And second thing, the primary field of the blueprint can be updated via transitions, workflow API, and custom functions workflow. Aside from these three ways, there are no other channels via which the primary field of the blueprint can be updated. So now we will start defining the process. Here we have already put we have put the stages here in the editor. Now here you can see the white buttons, these are the stages, and the plus icon you can see here is for creating the transition. So in order to create the transition, you have to simply click here and you have to write the name. So whatever you will write here will be shown in the lead module. So if you want to change any name or anything according to your preference, you can do that as well. So now we will quickly add all the transition names. So now I will start defining what the process flow means. So in the pictorial representation of the deal follow-up process uh, followed in the organization. So here you can see the lead entering this process will go through every stage in order to seen in this picture. So from none, you can see that there are three close ends which are contacted, not contacted, and attempt to contact. From contact, there are two close ends which are pre-qualified and not qualified. From not contacted, there are three close ends which is contact in future, lost lead, and junk lead. And here there is no close end. And same ways you can see these are the last close end which doesn't have any further branch from it. Each transition you configure in the displayed like button on the record detail page. So here you can see this has been defined here. So now in order to create common transition, like common transition is that suppose I want the end stage to be uh, pre-qualified. Suppose I want that every stage has a part to pre-qualified. So in order to connect every stage here, I will simply click onto this. I will simply click on the transition and I will click on common transition, which will create all the arrows coming towards this. So now from here you can also remove any particular stage if you don't want to connect it with pre-qualified. So this is how common transition works, and also the common transition button will be appear in blue color. So when you click here you can see like here it is common transition, rest are only simple transition. Now I will define something about how the transition settings work. So transition refer to the change of state in process. It is connecting link between two states. As you can see, from none to contacted, there are two stages and one transition. Same way for others also, where the condition for change are clearly defined. A transition is made up of three parts: before, during, and after. And here you can, like, if you want to define it here, you can simply click on contacted here. And if you want to, like, by the name itself you can see that if you want this thing to happen, so it will, if you add any criteria here, so it will work when you will click on the transition. Before that, after, will work when you have already clicked on the transition, and then this criteria will work. Under after, you get the options to send email notification, you can create tasks, add tasks, field updates, webhook, custom action you can perform through this, and you can add tags as well using after. During the transition, when the one stage is changing to another, during that process you get the option to add field, message, associate item, checklist, and widget here. So this way you can create the blueprint. Also, if there is any, if you feel that there is some stages missing which you want to add, so rather than going and creating those stages under the fields and module, you can simply add this stage here and it will automatically will be updated under the lead module. So now we will publish this and we will see how this looks. So I have published this. Now we will go to the lead module.